you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We made it! We made it! We made it! We made it! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house!
When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football now! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's hunt now! Let's hunt now! Let's go! Let's hunt! We made it! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house!
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yap. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin strap. It's embarrassing. Yap. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from them. He's a man. They can be hit just like us. He's a man. You ought to make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like.
Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! We made it! And let's go to the house! And let's go to the house! It's a wrap. Game over.
Game ain't over, but my bracket is over. This bracket is over. Had Arizona winning it all, and God dog it, they couldn't beat Princeton. So all right, y'all. It's Freestyle Friday right here on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku, courtesy of BS3 TV. And I'm with Erica. Let's go! Happy Friday, Freestyle Friday. Freestyle Friday. And it's NCAA March Madness. So you know what? It was mad yesterday. Good God Almighty. I don't know why I thought the biggest upset was going to be Furman beating Virginia. You know, Virginia always goes down in one of the first rounds. I mean, they've been doing it since the days of Ralph Sampson. I mean, no shade at Ralph, my dog. What's up, bro? Oh, I'm sorry. What's up, bro? But anyway, they went down again to Furman. I mean, you know, I thought that was going to be the biggest upset of the day. I thought Missouri might, you know, get upset. They pulled it out. That's for you, Erica. But who would have thought Arizona? They won the Pac-12. I mean, I had them winning. I thought they were going to be my surprise sleeper dark horse pick. Put them all the way up top on one of my brackets. And what? You did what? You did what? You lost to number 15 Princeton, 59-55. And what was crazy, while I was watching the game, I kept thinking to myself, man, it would be, here's what I said. I said, man, I miss the old weave that Princeton used to do. Princeton would pass the ball 58 times before somebody would cut to the basket for an easy layup because the team that they were playing against, a higher seed, you know, fell asleep with all those weaves and cuts, and they would pass the ball 58 times before they dropped it down to somebody. Princeton was always a hard out in the tournament, and I'm thinking to myself, man, Arizona's struggling with them, but they're going to put them away, and sure enough, they didn't. Whole bracket busted. And I mean busted. So that's why they call it March Madness. And I'm telling, stop laughing at me, Erica. Stop laughing at me. Let me give you updates on what's happening right now. At the halves, USC has they're tied. USC, number 10 seed, and Michigan State, which I can't stand, head coach issues, in my opinion. 34-34. Come on, USC. Get them out of there so I ain't got to worry about them no more. Number 3 seed, Xavier, is tied with number 14 seed, Kennesaw State, 23-23. They're over in Greensboro, North Carolina. And then what else we got? Later today, we've got Baylor taking on UCSB in Denver. And then you've got St. Mary's, which is crazy good, taking on a very good Virginia Commonwealth team. I got an upset in that one. I got Virginia Commonwealth winning that one. That one will be taking place in Albany, New York. Then at 145, number 2, Marquette. And a lot of folks have Marquette as the team to beat. They got number 15, Vermont. Keep an eye on that one. Again, you never know what can happen. Never know what can happen there. Then you got number 6, Iowa State, taking on number 11, Pittsburgh. 3 o'clock Central, Creighton, taking on NC State. That one's a good one to keep an eye on for upsets. 3:30, please, UConn. Do not let Iona win. We'll never hear the end of it. They're also in Albany, New York. And then number 1, Purdue has the team that sent TSU home, Texas Southern. Number 1, Purdue's got number 16, Fairleigh Dickinson. And apparently Fairleigh Dickinson's coach made some comments that Pittsburgh said, okay, say it again. All right, got you. So that one I think is going to be a blowout on the Purdue side. Man, the big man for Purdue, good God, that man is a mountain. He is a whole doggone mountain all by himself. And then we'll see if the Wildcats are for real. They're a medium round seed for me, number 6, taking on number 11, Providence. That'll be this evening, 6:10 in Greensboro. Miami, number 5 seed's got number 12, Drake. Number 3, Gonzaga, finally not a number 1 seed, finally not, the toast of the tourney or anything like that. They got a very good number 14 seed, Grand Canyon. A lot of folks don't know about Grand Canyon, but check them out. You'll be like, oh, okay, all right, I ain't know. Then later on tonight, 8:20 p.m., you got Memphis and Florida Atlantic. 8:40, you got Kansas State and Montana State. They play basketball up in Montana. Then you got the Hoosiers of Indiana taking on Kent State tonight at 8:55. TCU's got Arizona State at 9:05, and that will wrap up the games for tonight. All right. Let me go over to the women's side because they've got some action going on as we speak. And then I'm also going to give you the current standings in the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses bracket challenge. One person seems to have it all figured out right now. I'm not going to call no names, Erica. I'm not going to call no names. Today, right now, you've got Marquette leading South Florida. I was checking that game out earlier, 51-45. That one is about 9 minutes to go in the game. Then you've got Arizona leading West Virginia, 40-33 at half. Eastern Tennessee is leading Florida International, 56-33 in the WBI. That's not in the women's tournament, but again, those are the scores that we got available for you right now. Let me run down the women's scores of some of the other tournaments from last night. Jackson State, who got upset in the SWAC tournament by Southern, lost to Memphis last night in the women's NIT, 79-68. Coach Tamika Reed, though, that team is going to be back. They'll be in the NCAA tournament. They just strong. Got some good recruits coming in. Looking forward to that. Also in the women's NIT, you had Bowling Green beat Liberty. In the women's IT, Florida beat Wofford. Also, Richmond beat Penn. Wake Forest beat Morgan State. Morgan State from the MEAC, 75-49. Ball State beat Belmont, 101-86. Women putting up a century. And then in the first 4, St. John's beat Purdue, 66-64. And also in the play-in, who was it? Where is it? Tennessee Tech beat Monmouth, 79-69. So I want to give some love to the women on that side. It's Women's History Month, so I'm going to give love to the women wherever I can. All right, let's take a break. And when I come back, I'm going to give you the current standings in the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses bracket challenge. If you didn't get in, I'm sorry. Nothing we can do right now. But, hey, somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to win $500 cash. I just saw that, and I'm like, why she got thumbs down on GCU? But now I get it. My bad. They're good basketball-wise on the men's side. Academically, they got some challenges. All right, we'll be right back. Let's take this break. and we'll come back. Freestyle Friday. I'm just gonna talk crazy today. Freestyle Friday. We'll talk crazy today. All right. All right.
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to show that attainability. I want to show the accessibility of this kind of lifestyle.
From social media to having conversations with friends and family, you always have to put on face and say face.
What brings a smile to my face is the one person that totally believes in me, and that's my beautiful wife, Jody.
I just had to stop because I didn't value myself. I didn't love myself. And it's like, I have to learn to love myself.
Changing the world one conversation at a time. This is Revelations. If you're looking for a sports program that gives you the flavor.
Washington Commanders? Really?
This whole thing stinks to high heaven.
That pulls no punches.
Thuggish act by a thuggish actor.
That gives you some humor.
Praise everything LeBron does and never criticize it.
If you want a show that gives you good times, then this is that show. BS3 Network proudly presents.
I am Cole Johnson and welcome to
Go Sports with a Z. Every Friday on Patreon and every Saturday on YouTube, Spreaker, and all other outlets.
When the man said that Sharifa Barksdale is on the verge, she's getting ready to set the world record. And I lost concentration and I fall off that hurdle. I was devastated.
Posición Game Ball de Canadá, dominando la prueba y la estadounidense Sharifa Barksdale está en...
When I fell over that hurdle, it ended my career. And then all of a sudden, my coach grabs me by the throat. And I was going through some paperwork and seeing that he had spent 10 years in prison. And I was just like floored. It turned to domestic violence. I was terrified. So if I left, I don't know if I was going to die. My family didn't know if they was going to get a phone call to say that Sharifa was dead.
Yeah, I'm trying pretty. I said a vehicle took a shot at me. Southbound on East 95th.
Broke the U.S. record in the 400-meter hurdles. Represented the United States of America.
Imagine being on the biggest, fastest roller coaster that you have ever been on. That's the way my life was for 20 years.
I never had no trouble out of her being what she wanted to be. Because if this is what she wanted to be a runner, well, God bless her, and he did.
Man, again, that story right there, every time I see the trailer, not because I was part of the creation of the trailer, it's a powerful story. It's going to be told. You'll be seeing it at a big screen near you, either a screen or streams, one of the two. Don't mind. All right, we're back. Lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV. Snowman, give me a minute. I do want you to call today. I ain't talked to you in forever, man, so hold on. Let me give the current standings in the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Bracket Challenge, because there's somebody on here that got this thing figured out. This doggone Erica Cross, this one right here, Erica with a K, got this thing kind of figured out. She is number 1 and number 2. Both of her brackets are in the top. She got 13 right on the first bracket and 12 right on the second. So Erica Cross, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it because you got a chance to win. You got a chance to win $500 cash. Also tied at number 2, you got Ben Sutter III. You got Willie Gibson. You got Amber Shaw with her second bracket. Clarence is tied for second. Alice tied for second. Alice, second bracket is tied for second as well. CJ is tied for second. Miss Pearl, y'all, there she go. She lurking. Miss Pearl go jack the lunch break for $500 times 2 if y'all don't mess, if y'all keep playing. Stephanie Bisco is tied for second. Stephanie Love is tied for second. Then everybody else. At 13th, James Jeter. Snowman is at 13. Amber Malcolm's at 13. Milo is 13. Todd Malcolm, 13. Christian, 13. Alexis, 13. Amber's other bracket is 13. Big Mike is 13. Milo, 13. Sheridan Cross, 13. Stephanie Bisco. Todd Malcolm. Vinny Hardy. Clarence. CJ. Big Mike. James Jeter, the second is on 13. And then the rest of us. Guess what? My Arizona bracket is tied for last. My Arizona bracket is tied for last. So anyway, Erica, you got to call us and tell us what your pick pattern was. How'd you pick them? Because right now, girl, you look like you about to do this thing. So, but hey, stick with it. Because each round you get higher points, so you can come back. People can come back from nowhere. So just hang in there. If you obviously you signed up for your free account with CBSSports.com. You can go in and track it yourself. I'll give you the updates, but you can go in and track it yourself. All right, Snowman, give me a call, man. Snowman, give me a call. Let me give you the number. I'm going to try something different today. See if I can get something else to work. I'm going to see if I can get you on the computer. Snowman, call in, man. Let me hear what you're talking about today. The second favorite forget it. The favorite quarterback in Dallas is staying in Dallas. Cooper Rush has agreed to a 2-year, $2 million deal to stay right there in Dallas. And, everybody loves him more than they love Dak. So, Cowboy fans, you got Cooper Rush. If y'all had any cojones, y'all would go ahead and cut Dak and make Cooper your franchise quarterback, pay him a couple of $100 million guaranteed, fully guaranteed, and go ahead and run that thing and see how it goes. See how it goes with Cooper Rush, who is staying in Dallas as your quarterback. That, to me, is as exciting as Baker Mayfield going to Tampa. That's just that exciting. That's as exciting to me as the quarterback from Green Bay going to the Jets. I mean, that's so exciting. I mean, exciting. Wow. But anyway, Cowboys, you got your man. You got the person that you always wanted. So there you go. All right. Snowman, where you at, man? Hit me. What's Snowman at? What's Snowman at? Say, can I call today? Yeah, big dog. Hit that number right there. I want to hear from the Snowman in the morning. See what he's talking about. I know he's going to talk about them Golden State Warriors. I keep telling y'all, man, just because a dude is funny on social media don't mean that he's all that on the court. Draymond Green sitting out a whole game because he can't control himself, picked up his 16th technical foul, and now he's sitting down. So what do the jokes matter? What are the jokes and cutting people and playing the Joneses and all that? What does that matter if you got to miss a game? Oh, man, I'm not mad at y'all. Listen to me. Y'all are the second best team in the NFC East. Y'all are the second best team in the NFC East. Y'all good? Man, y'all done won, 12, 13 games for the last couple of seasons. I've been calling it. I have been calling it. But, man, that love for Cooper Rush and hate for Dak Prescott is funny to me. That is hilarious to me. So I say, listen, if y'all that in love with Cooper Rush, cut Dak. Cut him. He going to be all right. He going to still rock with y'all. That's who the Jets should have made a play for, is Dak. Instead of that quarterback up there. And yeah. All right. So anywho, a lot of folks are talking about Baltimore and what's going on with Lamar Jackson. I wish people would just come out and say they don't like Lamar Jackson. So stop with the stats. Stop with the analytics. Stop with the, oh, this person signed and that person signed, so the opportunity for Lamar Jackson, are minimizing, and he wants a fully guaranteed contract and he hasn't won this yet. Just say you don't like him. Just say you don't like him. People don't get it. That's that man's money. That's that man's career. If he wants his mother to be his agent, then so doggone be it. The folks that are declaring and decreeing that he needs an agent, for what? Why does he have to pay somebody else money to get something that I think his mom's been doing just fine? I think she's been doing just fine. And oh yeah, by the way, if she needs to go through whatever agent process to be his official agent, then let her do it. Leave other people's money alone. Boy, some of y'all can't sleep at night worrying about somebody else's money. And it makes no sense to me. Lamar Jackson has a valid point. If anybody is going to get a fully guaranteed contract at the stage when Deshaun Watson got his, it should have been Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has a more detailed, successful resume than Deshaun. And I love Deshaun as a football player. So leave that man alone. I don't see nobody else putting their contracts up. All these writers, all these broadcast journalists, stop. Just quit, man. Quit. And fans, some of y'all fans, good Lord, if only y'all could say the stuff to people's face. Darius Slay and his wife, I love their story. I love that Philly redid his contract, got him coming back. But wifey pulled out receipts on social media of what folks said about her husband and about their family. And wifey ain't playing. You ain't going to be smiling in her face talking about, oh, we love you. We're so glad y'all are staying. Man, come on. These are people. These are human beings. They are real people. They're not just there for your entertainment. They got real lives. They got real families. And oh yeah, by the way, they need real bread so they can keep, stuff going in their lives. All right. And just because they have the skill set to earn millions of dollars, most of it guaranteed, some of it fully guaranteed, don't hate. Get your game up. Get your game up. All right. All right. Let me get these basketball scores. Let me see what's happening. I told you it's Freestyle Friday. I was just going to talk crazy today. All right. Michigan State, with the craziest coach in the game today, is leading USC 36-34 with 19:19 to play. Xavier is trailing Kennesaw State 36-34 with 3:21 left in the half. What's interesting to me, and I noticed this the other day, a lot of folks are putting down the NIT. Have you noticed that both schools that played in the NIT championship last season for the men are in the big dance this year? In fact, Xavier is a number 3 seed. Texas A&M was a number 7 seed, I believe. Both of them were squarely in the NCAA tournament this season. Don't sleep on the NIT. Listen to me. I know North Carolina decided not to play in it. That's them. It's an invitation, and you have the right to decline the invitation. I get what Hubert Davis was saying. Hey, listen, we just want to put this season to, we had higher aspirations. We were in the championship game last year, lost to Kansas. We thought we were going to be back this year for a chance to compete. It didn't happen. We want to put this one to rest. That's their story. Good, understand. But putting down other schools that go to the NIT, man, please. Basketball players do what? Play basketball. That's more games for them to play, more opportunities for them to win if they want to. And oh yeah, by the way, it could be a stepping stone to next season for them to do what Xavier and A&M both did this year. So, hey, proud of them. Very proud of them. Let me take my final break. Got to get ready to wrap this thing up. I'll update the lady scores right after this on the lunch break, powered by JM&E, streaming live on Roku TV, courtesy of BS3 TV.
This is a BS3 network presentation. Politics.
They'll write the law, but they'll enforce it differently. Is that going to apply both ways?
Religion.
God never said that we can't reason together. Matter of fact, he said, let us sit and reason together.
Relationship.
I believe that everybody wants and needs somebody.
From a man's perspective.
They say, girls, if I put some polish on that and get him to buy some different clothes, girl, he could be a winner chicken dinner.
Join the thought engineer.
There's nothing wrong with me developing my piece and you developing your piece, but understand the goal is to come together.
And comedian John Yogi.
Negro, I don't need you putting on no chapstick up there in the pulpit. You do that over there in your chair.
Get ready for
Man Talk Monday. Woo!
Live every Monday at 7 p.m. Central.
For Steph Curry, Tim Anderson, Jordan Alvarez. And it's caught! Debo Samuel with the catch.
Michael Jordan can sense.
The Fro just got the king.
BS3 Network.
The hottest of hot takes. The coldest of cold hard facts. This is Snowman in the Morning with Gold Johnson. Weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Man, hey, listen, those are two great shows on the BS3 network. If you got a Roku streaming device, just download BS3 TV and you're going to have absolutely all those shows. Man Talk Monday, Snowman in the Morning. You'll even have the lunch break, but you got to download the BS3 TV app from your Roku streaming device. Now, if you don't have a Roku streaming device, get one or go to the website, bs3network.com. That's bs3network.com. You got us. I mean it. You'll thank me. Ahmad, you're on to something. You're on to something. U of H did not look good. U of H did not look good. Marcus Sasser played in the first half, clearly wasn't himself, re-aggravated that growing strain, and now he's more than likely doubtful when they take on Auburn tomorrow. But you got to understand, man, this U of H team has had to play without him and one of their other top guards before. They are prepared for this. Kelvin Sampson has prepared for it. Now, they looked like a whole different team yesterday. In fact, in the words of a great quartet group, say they got to clean up what they messed up. They got to start it all over again, man. I've never seen a U of H team get out-rebounded offensively. So defensive rebounds for U of H, but the offensive rebounds for Northern Kentucky, just that's not something that normally happens. And you better believe Kelvin Sampson has them somewhere in somebody's gym working on that right now as we speak. I think they're going to be just fine. You're going to see that U of H style defense against Auburn. Watch night and day. I think that Grant Hill said it best last night. When you're on your way to a championship run, you're going to have games like that. Not every game is going to be a blowout. You're not going to wax through everybody that you play. You're going to have games like that. And when you can win ugly, guess what? You can pull it out. So I'm not turning my back on U of H just yet. Again, I'm not fanning. I'm just saying, as an analyst, broadcast journalist, I'm not done with them yet. They can fix what was wrong. Marcus Sasser probably is done. They're fine. Now they can do what they can do. And watch this. And if they get him back, if they get by Auburn and they get him back later in the tournament, there's a good chance he can play again. So we'll see. Erica said, I was the first week winner in the lunch break football challenge and ended up with an L. So I'm humble. Yeah, I hear you. Ahmed said I would swap for Lamar Jackson and Dow. Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you, if the Texans had any sense, they'd be making an offer for him now. You know what you got in Lamar Jackson. You don't know what you're going to get in C.J. Stroud. You don't know what you're going to get in Bryce Young. You don't know what you're going to get in Anthony Richardson or Will Levis. I told y'all, hey, check the analysts. The analysts are also saying that Carolina is probably going to take Will Levis with the number one pick. We'll see. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I got to go to these scores, and then I got to go. Right now, it's tied 38-38 with USC and Michigan State. 17-24 left to play. Kennesaw State holding on to that lead, 41-36 with 34 seconds left in that one. That's all we got going on so far for the men. On the women's side, you got South Florida has come back and taken the lead on Norfolk, on Marquette with 17.6 seconds left to play. South Florida, who's trailed almost this entire game, is ahead 59-57. And then Arizona is leading West Virginia 58-48 with 4 minutes left in the third. That's what we got going on there. Norfolk State from the MEAC is going to take on the number one, and that's South Carolina. That's going to tip off around 1 o'clock. All right, y'all, listen, I got to get ready to go. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I truly do love you. There is nothing you can do about it except tune in on Monday for Coach Johnny Cole's HBCU Stroll. Got a great guest coming on, and then I'll be back on Tuesday to update you on everything that happened over the weekend in the NCAA March Madness and, of course, with free agency. So, and listen, y'all, I love y'all, but you know what it is. I gots to go. All right, y'all, have a great weekend. Talk to you then.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today, look at the Irish. Look at there. It's Friday, March 17th, 2023. Excuse the accent. Number 1, the high stakes and in some respects highly emotional issue of abortion rights was at the center of a case in an Amarillo, Texas courtroom this week. The decision that will be handed down by U.S. District Judge Matthew Kaczmarek could restrict access nationwide to the abortion pill Mifeprex, the most common method for terminating pregnancies. The Trump-appointed judge could soon decide whether to rule in favor of a conservative Christian group that is seeking a permanent injunction nationwide. Number 2, a new Ipsos poll of 23,000 people under the age of 75 across 32 countries measured happiness levels. The good news is most people see the glass as half full. 73% of people say they're happy. Of all the countries surveyed, those with the highest proportions of happy citizens are China, Saudi Arabia, the Netherlands, while Americans from the land of the free, also the wealthiest country per capita, sits right smack dab in the middle. Number 3, Doug Whitney inherited the same gene mutation that gave Alzheimer's disease to his mother, brother, and generations of other relatives by the unusually young age of 50, but he is a healthy 73. To scientists, this rare escapee offers an unprecedented opportunity to learn how the body may naturally resist Alzheimer's. The hope is that researchers can uncover and mimic whatever protects these escapees. They might develop better treatments. Number 4, Wellesley College in Massachusetts, a women's college, approved a referendum that called for accepting admissions applicants from all non-binary and transgender prospective students. The referendum also proposed all college communications replace gender-specific language with gender-neutral language. Of the approximately 30 women's colleges that exist, Spelman College included, they have policies that only admit women who identify as women. Number 5, actress Gabrielle Union is helping business owners secure their financial future through a brand new grant created specifically for Black women. As the founder of her own enterprise, Flawless by Gabrielle Union, the actress says she aims to help other women entrepreneurs rise as she succeeds. Go to flawlesscurls.com for eligibility requirements, as applications are now open and will be accepted through April 19th. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Life is a series of choices. Choose to do the right thing today. All right. When the man said that Sharifa Barksdale is on the verge, she's getting ready to set the world record. And I lost concentration and I followed that hurdle. I was devastated.
Posición Game Ball de Canadá, dominando la prueba, y la estadounidense Sharifa Barksdale está en...
When I fell over that hurdle, it ended my career. And then all of a sudden, my coach grabs me by the throat. And I was going through some paperwork and seeing that he had spent 10 years in prison. And I was just like floored. It turned to domestic violence. I was terrified. So if I left, I don't know if I was going to die. My family didn't know if they was going to get a phone call to say that Sharifa was dead.
Hey, yeah, 10 radio, I said a vehicle took a shot at me. Southbound on East 95th.
Broke the U.S. record in the 400-meter hurdles. Represented the United States of America.
Imagine being on the biggest, fastest roller coaster that you have ever been on. That's the way my life was for 20 years.
trouble out of her being what she wanted to be. Because if this is what she wanted to be a runner, well, God bless her, and he did.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.